Disclaimer: the following information, providing a detailed insight into the notorious Fintoch project, is intended solely for educational purposes. As we delve into the story of Fintoch, we find an elaborate of false claims centered around an ostensibly revolutionary blockchain security technology dubbed Hybrid. It claimed to offer users an utopian promise of zero-risk blockchain investments, all under the respected name of Morgan Stanley. Fintoch, in a grand deception that spanned continents, succeeded in swindling millions of investors globally. This all began to unravel on May 23, 2023, when Fintoch abruptly halted all withdrawals. The company then spun a tale about Fintoch's own blockchain's arrival and declared that all existing lending and borrowing contracts were transitioning to this FTC blockchain. They promised a system reboot by June 1, 2023, assuring investors that their withdrawal access would soon be restored. This, unfortunately, was nothing but a web of deceit. Fintoch, instead of reinstating investors' access to their funds, conducted an unauthorized conversion of investors' money into worthless cash vouchers. No investors' approval was taken, and they were forcefully subscribed to the node. They were falsely assured that Fintoch's blockchain would soon roll out and the native token FTC would be mined. In a further twist of betrayal, they promised that everyone would be rewarded with FTC, which they could then swap. The audacity of Fintoch was such that despite conning investors on a massive scale, they continued to entice their victims with an array of tempting propositions. Offering high returns, premium membership advantages, and one-time investment opportunities, Fintoch continued its duplicitous game, spinning investors in a vicious cycle of false hope and continuous loss. According to technical data, Fintoch has not yet launched any blockchain, and Fintoch has also created its own native token FTC on BSC Smart Chain, of which the contract address is 0x4C3,145CB269C37,685E005F8C6684A70EC7. The initial score of this FTC token was just 45,100 on Token Sniffer, which is now further reduced to 25,100. Common investor needs to understand that when any investor goes to swap FTC mining reward, she will get USDT by giving FTC whatever FTC reward is being generated. Sufficient liquidity is required to swap it. USDT can be received only when sufficient liquidity is inserted in FTC token, and Fintoch is now asking its common investors to deposit this liquid into the system. That means it is clear that Fintoch's FTC token is just a scam token, which does not have enough liquidity, and Fintoch is forcing its own investors to deposit liquidity, so mental exploitation of investors has also been started. Fintoch might be doing all this to avoid any legal action from cybercrime enforcement agencies. The common investor should avoid such scams and understand the crypto ecosystem. Because of the ignorance of the crypto ecosystem, the common investor becomes a victim of the scam.